Merry Christmas to you all. With the permission of the music director, we're going to be singing now. It's a time to sing. Dum, 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 dum. It's a popular song. Ding dong merrily on high, in heaven the bells are ring. Okay, if you don't want to sing that one. Grandma got run over by the reindeer. You don't want to sing that as well? Okay, my third choice. I have three songs. The last one is, all I want for Christmas is my two front teeth. My two front teeth. Good morning. Today is a day to rejoice that we are celebrating God came among us, that God took flesh in the body of the Virgin Mary and became one of us, that God broke into our world. God came to our level in order to enable us to rise to the level of God. That God has made us God's children. And that this situation and this position is unchangeable. What God has made us, what God has given us, cannot be taken away from us by anything whatsoever. Neither sorrow nor misfortune can take away the fact that we are God's children. That is our joy today. That I am known by God. I am loved by God. I have been chosen by God. That's why the Bible calls us princely people, kingly people, holy people, the people God has chosen as his own. If God has done that for us, we must respond to God's love. We must respond to God's call by living the life that he has called us to live. To be a Christian is a special choice by God, I repeat. Sometimes people talk about the human nature as so much evil. Those who are familiar with church history remember that part of the problem of the early church was that a lot of people believed that God was so holy that God could not have become a human being, that it was impossible that God took flesh. They were trying to defend the dignity of God, the holiness of God, the sanctity of God. They were trying to defend the majesty of God by saying Christ pretended to be a human being. But what our reading today tells us, especially the gospel, that in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. Through him all things were made. That Word of God, spoken through the angel Gabriel to Mary, became a human being in the body of the Virgin Mary. That's what we're celebrating today. That God has come to remove our darkness. That God has come to bring us peace. That peace will reign in us, in our hearts, in our minds, in our homes, in our neighborhoods, and wherever we find ourselves. Christmas without peace is not complete. Christmas without joy is not complete. I know we have a lot of joy in the buying and giving that we do, but the real joy is that God has become one of us. God has come to our level to enable us to rise to God's level. This is a thing of great joy, and we know nothing can ever take it away from us. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.